Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. We're gonna move on off of the story time. So now we moving into the code language. Hold on. The code language conversation for today is on fear. We talking about fear today, and like y'all know how we do on the code language conversation. We always go to the actual book definition first, and then we're gonna work off that. So the definition of fear: an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain, or a threat. I'll read it one more time. Fear, an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain, or a threat. That's what fear is. So I want y'all to also understand that outside of the definition of fear, emotions are energy, right? Emotions carry frequency, right? So you have to be careful in operating outside of fear. It's very important not to be fearful. Sometimes operating in a space of courage and bravery, or even being able to overcome fear, is something that it's based in perspective. So I'll give y'all some of my perspective that allows me to be a fearless person, because I don't fear anything, right? Like I don't fear success. I don't fear failure. I don't fear getting to the mountaintop, falling to the floor. I don't fear starting over. I don't fear loss. I don't fear gain. I don't fear death. I don't fear life. I don't fear, right? I don't live in fear. I don't operate in fear. I understand fear, right? But I choose not to be fearful. Here's the perspective that allows me to be unafraid, and operate in a state of fearlessness, because it's possible. Everybody does not live in fear. So how I conceptualize it is, there was a time where I wasn't here. I didn't exist always, right? So in a way, I've been dead before. I came into existence. I'm here now. The energy that runs me always been here. Cool. At some point, somehow, no matter how good I take care of myself, this body will eventually break down, and this energy will have somewhere else to go. But this version of me, this right here, all this will be, you know what I'm saying? It'll be over with. It's inevitable. How it may come, when it may come, what it's going to look like, all of those things are things that nobody has any reason to be afraid of. You can choose to be afraid of those things, but for what? If it is the inevitable, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be in a situation where your fight, flight, freeze, those responses aren't in your control because fear has paralyzed you? Look, speaking of paralyzation, Robert says fear can be paralyzing to those who overthink. Absolutely. And that's why I want to talk about fear today, because it carries a frequency. And oftentimes in the media, in the news, they do energy vampirism. So they'll put everyone in a state of fear in order to make it easier to manipulate and control the flock, the sheeple, the people who are a part of the masses, the majority, the people who aren't conscious or free in thought. So fear is a tool, and it's weaponized against the public often. So I think a lot of people should find different ways to stay away from being afraid. Like even in the denomination of Christianity I was raised in, you were taught to only fear God. Only fear God. I don't believe in fearing anything, especially God. Actually, especially God, my loving Lord and Savior, who gave me life and wakes me up every day. Why on earth would I be afraid of you, of all people, of out of everybody? You know, so being taught fear in any capacity, I think is harmful. Fear is one of the words where I actually would say it's a negative word. Like a lot of times we'll have a word and the word isn't negative or positive. We just happen to use it with a negative connotation more than we use it positive. So people look at the term itself like it's negative. Fear is not that way. Fear is negative for sure. So I would advise everybody to find the perspective that they need to embrace everything that life and reality encompasses. And once you embrace that, take a deep breath, accept it, and you should be able to release all the fear from yourself. Like sometimes y'all just got to get to a place where it's like, fuck it. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Like people looking up in the sky now, they starting to see all the different things in the sky. You know, it could be a government project, or it really could be the what we would call extraterrestrials, but it's just niggas who've been living here in different parts of the world that they don't tell us about, and they coming over here. You know what I'm saying? Finna come holler at us right quick. People getting scared, people getting afraid. I seen the little red planet in the sky when the sun and the moon were both out, and everybody was getting it on camera and stuff like that. And people like, oh my God, you know, this, that, and the third. And you got the Christians saying, oh, Jesus coming back. You got some other people saying the Anunnaki are here. You got all this, that, and the third. And I just shrug my shoulders at all that shit. Like, man, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. I ain't even asked to be here in the first place. So however the shit go, it's just going to go. Like all that getting anxious and what we gonna, man, we gonna cross these bridges when we get to them. That's what we gonna do. Plan for what you can. Everything else, call an audible. Be good on your feet. That's all I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? Be a good decision maker, and hopefully you make the decisions that'll get you through the times. Rob says, why is don't fear death? Why is don't fear death? Because it is inevitable. It's coming now or later, whether you like it or not. I'm not sure how you meant to word that first part, but I'm with you. Yeah, it is. It's inevitable. It'll come, and it'll come some way. And no matter how you go, whatever pain is involved with it, it'll be temporary. I think a lot of people have a fear of pain. You know, some people don't want to suffer and pass. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But I would say this. If that truly is a fear, then maybe weaponize the fear that you feel. Get in alignment with your fears, right? So if I'm a person who fears a painful passing, right? Like I don't fear death, but let's just say I fear a painful death or a tragic death, right? Then I'm not going to be on the expressway driving 120 in my sports car, right? Like I'm not going to make that decision if I fear that for real. And I'm not going to get in the car with people who drive like that, right? It's certain decisions in my life that's going to be in alignment with, you know, my desire or my lack thereof a desire to have a certain experience. You know what I mean? Like I know some people who have a fear of drowning and they refuse to get in big bodies of water. At least their behavior is in alignment with what their fear is. But, you know, it's a reasonable fear to have. People drown every day. So it's like you can't really tell some people not to be afraid, but I would encourage you to feel other things outside of fear. Like I feel anxiety sometimes. I feel hesitant sometimes. I feel there's other things you could feel other than being scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It benefits nobody. Your fear could get somebody trying to help you hurt in a million different scenarios. Your ass being too afraid to do what needs to be done in said situation could get someone who's trying to help you hurt. How many times we look at the movie and they got about 3 seconds? They don't know they got 3 seconds, but they got 3 seconds. And the person stick their hand out and they say, jump. You got to jump right now. And they're like, ha, 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 ha. And the cliff just dropped. It's over with. Goofy, you should have jumped. You had 2 seconds left. You didn't have time to be scared. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. Or somebody jump out there to try to get you. Come on. You can. They jump off the helicopter to talk to you on the ledge that's falling and crumbling and tell you it's okay. The rope's right there. Just jump for the rope. You can do this. They jump off the safe helicopter onto the crumbling ledge with you to talk you into being brave enough to save your own damn life. You finally jump and catch the rope, and the ledge crumble while the fool that gave you the motivational speech still standing there because you're scary ass. Don't be scared. I would encourage people to find different ways to deal with their perspectives on this life and how this shit goes, can go, might go, and just embrace it all so you don't have to operate and live your life through fear. Whatever it is, it's going to be. It amazes me, too, how many people have religion and still have fear. Because it's like your belief system is supposed to remove that from you. It's supposed to give you the solace that you need in times where fear may be present. So Maybe y'all got to get back in y'all words heavier, whichever word it may be. We got a comment. JD said, fear and hope are two sides of the same cube. Okay. Fear and hope. People hope out of fear. I can see that. I definitely could see that. People hope out of fear. They hope for this, so so it won't be that, this, that, and the third. But yeah, man, let's move off of that. That's the code language for the day. Fear. Hope y'all could take something from that. And of course, always get better from it. Crack the codes. And let's grow. Let's get better. If y'all disagree with my concept or my take on it, or if y'all think fear is useful or has a positive way to be weaponized, please feel free. Offer me perspectives that I do not have. I'm here to learn too, for sure. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.